Well, yes, Jim, we're going to do this topic until the Malik Willis rumors came out. But the Tigers signed Justin Verlander to a 1-year, $13 million deal.
Yeah.
They deferred $11 million off, so it's just $2 million this year. They start paying those payments in 2030. At this point, the Guardians, to your point, their second biggest move of the offseason has been C.J. Kayfis dropping the dots in his name and going from
exaggerating,
but
not by much.
Kayfis to just C.J. Kayfis.
Yeah.
Is this all just banking? Are the Guardians, is their whole offseason plan just banking on internal development? Is that literally
I mean, they've done
what
nothing.
we're hoping?
They've essentially done nothing to improve the team externally, which is really disappointing. Not surprising, but what's so frustrating if you're a Guardians fan right now, guys, and I don't know how much you're locked into baseball, Zach, but every other team, like, there's usually like the 8 teams that don't spend money every year.
Yeah.
The other 7 all spent money this year. The Pirates have been super aggressive this offseason.
Yeah.
The White Sox have been super aggressive this offseason. The A's, like all these other teams have been aggressive. And we understand that the Guardians start from a solid place. They're in a bad division generally, and they're a well-run team in terms of their front office, and they're as good, if not better, than any team in baseball at drafting and developing pitching or acquiring and developing pitching. But your offense was terrible last year, and some of that got masked because they had this magnificent September as Detroit had this ultimate collapse. It still was a terrible offense, and they have literally done nothing to address it. Nothing. I'm not exaggerating. They have not. The only money they've spent on offense this offseason is to re-sign Austin Hedges, the worst hitter in baseball.
Well, they re-signed Jose Ramirez, too.
Well, but he was already here.
Yeah.
So they have, that's okay, fair, but the only player they added that wasn't on is to bring back Austin Hedges.
Yeah.
They did spend money on him.
No, well, they really like the guys that they have.
But they weren't good enough last year.
No, they weren't. But most of them were very young and cheap. I mean, the money is an issue for sure.
They need to spend more money. They can't. They have the lowest payroll in baseball right now.
Yeah.
That is completely unacceptable.
Yeah, that's an impossible sell.
Right. There's no excuse for that. And the frustrating thing is they have a good enough pitching to get to the playoffs. And they should be going all in. Like, I didn't like the Tigers offseason that much. And then all of a sudden in the last couple of weeks, they signed Framber Valdez and Justin Verlander. Now, I know Justin Verlander's old, but he's still good, especially for the back of the rotation. And Framber is an amazing number 2 behind Tarek Skubal. So while they're going to lose Skubal in a year, they now have a legit 1-2 punch at the top of their rotation, and they're in a better position to win the division and a better position to win in the playoffs than the Guardians are.
Yeah. Well, it's a long season.
How old is Verlander? Is he almost 40?
No, he's over 40.
Oh, he's over 40.
I think he's 42.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old is he?
I think he's 43.
Yeah, I mean,
same age as
I'm
me.
already like over 3 on
he's
ages.
42, turning 43 this year.
Okay.
Turning 43 this year,
That was close.
What were his numbers last year? What was his ERA?
Last year, Justin Verlander had a 3.85 ERA, a 1.36
bad for a 42-year-old, man.
I mean,
starts.
those numbers are not great, but that's serviceable.
but
Now, the
serviceable,
Guardians
sure.
don't need a pitcher, but, like, there were bats to get, and they didn't play on any of them. They're going to claim they did, and guys wanted more playing time. Give me a break. Give me a break. You could still sign Rhys Hoskins. He's out there. He's the only hitter left that's any good in free agency.
Where was he, in the Phillies?
Last year he was with the Brewers, but he was
last year.
originally a Philly, And, I don't know, you could play him at DH, first base with Manzardo.
If you had to pick right now the order of the finish in the AL Central for the upcoming season, how would you pick it?
Tigers 1. It's tough between the Royals and I'll put the Guardians 2. Royals 3. I'm going to say the White Sox 4, believe it or not, and the Twins 5.
Wow.
Yeah, the White Sox have done some interesting things. I could be wrong about that. Like, they'll both be pretty bad. They'll both win 90.
Do they have any pitchers of note? The White
Sox?
Yeah.
They have a couple of pitchers of note. One is escaping me. Last year they had a guy, he was their all-star. He was a Rule 5 pick and was a starting pitcher and all-star. I think it's the first time it's ever happened, and I'm totally drawing a blank on his name right now. They have a young starter named Jonathan Cannon who's talented, and they did sign one free agent. I can't think of who it was, like a decent starter, serviceable guy. So, yeah, they're still – I mean, they got major question marks in their pitching. The Twins have a better rotation than the White Sox, but the Twins' bullpen is one of the worst I've ever seen. Not that the White Sox is great, but both teams have pretty bad lineups. But I like the White Sox lineup better. They were at least trying this offseason. The White Sox didn't try. The Twins didn't try, and neither did the Guardians, and that's disappointing. The Guardians, I think, have spent, I want to say $11 million this offseason, $4 million on hedges. There was one relief pitcher who I can't think of now. They spent $4 or $5 million on, and then they spent like $1 million on 2 other relief pitchers. That's it. I mean, it's just pitiful. By the way, in the most bizarre thing, 3 MLB superstars in the last 24 hours have all gone down with a broken hamate bone in their hand.
Really?
First of all, it's a bizarre injury.
How did they do it?
I don't know.
No?
I don't know. We know for sure. But Francisco Lindor.
Do you know what the hamate bone is for anyone out there?
Isn't that the right on the top of your hand?
Yeah, right. It's right here.
Right on your pink. Yeah.
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 I read from past.
I'm sorry. It's this.
It's on your palm going to your pinky.
Yeah, right here.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
if you do a line here, it's right
Yes.
here.
Yes.
So Francisco Lindor, Corbin Carroll of the Diamondbacks, and
Holiday.
Jackson Holiday for the Orioles, all broke their hamate bone in the last week.
Wow.
Apparently, it's an injury that you could be back in like 2 months, and it's 6 weeks till the season starts.
When is the World
my
Baseball
son broke
Classic?
his
Soon?
hand
It
over the weekend.
starts, I want to say, the first week of March.
Okay.
Or did it start before that? I can't remember exactly, but I'm into it, even though I don't know exactly when it
Yeah.
starts.
Yeah, no, I like the
it. It was
concept.
exciting. I mean, when Trout and Ohtani faced each other
Yeah.
2 years ago at the end, I mean, that was pretty exciting.
I've been buried in Federal League basketball, so not up on baseball, but I know it's time.
Spent
Yeah.
too much time at the field house.
Yeah, the teams are really. I mean, obviously, Team USA is excellent. The Dominican Republic team, if you look at their lineup, it's absurd.
Sure.
Team Japan obviously is very good. Puerto Rico's got a good. Although Puerto Rico, a lot of their players didn't get insurance for whatever reason. I don't know why. And then those are probably the best teams. I think I'm forgetting one other team. Oh, Cuba's probably got a good. Is Cuba? I don't know. Can't think of it now. But anyway,
It's good TV.
It's good TV. Yeah,
it's
I mean,
good TV.
there's at that time of year, you're in the dregs of the NBA.
No, I'm a baseball watcher. I'm just not
Okay.
a 12-month.
Are you a baseball
follower.
bettor?
No, it's too much.
It's too much.
It really is.
It's hard. I mean, it's a hard sport to predict. But
I mean, one time I went to a Pirates game and I put $10 on Josh Bell to hit a home run, and Josh Bell hit a home run, and I was
That's fun.
Yeah, I was basically the next Abner Doubleday that day, right? But I mean, like following baseball and keeping up
Yeah.
with it.
Man.
Yeah,
You gotta love it, man, and you do.
Yeah.
You know.
sure.
the PNC is one of the nicest parks in all of baseball.
It is. We try to go
amazing.
every year, especially now that they have skiings.
Right. And it's easy to get tickets.
Yeah.
He's incredible.
He is.
I-
He's a Bills fan.
I'd love to the Pirates to re-sign him.
That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
know,
that would be
cool.
good for baseball.
They
right?
should. I think the Pirates are going to be a surprisingly competitive team in this.
Okay.
The NL Central's actually pretty good. The Cardinals are horrible, which we're not used to. But the Reds are good. The Cubs are good. The Brewers are always good.
Dustin is going to parlay Cavs over 130 tonight.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Pirates to make the postseason.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd go that far with the Pirates in the postseason, but I think they'll be competitive. I think they could get over 500 this year.
Okay.
Making
We'll
progress.
take their over on the win total.
Yeah, what is there? I don't know what it is. I bet you it's in the 70s.
78.5. I don't know.
No, it's probably lower than that.
so?
Yeah,
I
it's
like
probably
them though,
lower
but
than
they've added 3. Like they've had the pitching, especially the starting, but their lineup has sucked. But they added 3, no stars, but 3 good, solid major league starters.
I actually was
in the lineup.
the only. I was looking when I'm in Phoenix
Yeah.
for the NFL owners meetings here
Yeah.
in a few weeks. The season has started and the Tigers play the Diamondbacks.
Oh,
so I would
nice.
like. I've never been to that stadium.
We walked past it, but remember we.
The Diamondback Stadium?
Yeah,
Looks
yeah.
awesome.
But
Very cool.
we didn't.
I'm
get a
actually
chance.
staying in Tempe, so I might go to an Arizona State baseball game.
Oh, nice.
That'd be
yeah.
there'd be
But
more
college
there
base-
than baseball, Jack.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Maybe you'll be with me.
Yeah. What are you trying to get him in trouble here?
I mean, wear sunglasses.
That's the key. That's the key to being a creep.